Right now it's 6. Explosions near a U.S. base and sirens blare in Bahrain as Iran and the U.S. trade strikes overnight in the Middle East. It all comes as Democrats try to take a stand against the president's war actions, but come up short once again. The driver charged in a deadly highway bus crash could be getting out of jail soon. We have a live report ahead of his court hearing this morning as we learn what to expect. And sweeping new tariffs kicked in overnight on dozens of countries, the reason the Trump administration is giving for implementing them. And it's a weekend of some wonderful weather across the DMV. Our team is tracking the latest forecast so you can make the most of it. Your news at 6 starts now. Good morning to you. It's 6 o'clock on this Friday. Thanks for joining us here on Fox 5 and streaming on Fox Local.
Indeed. How did it feel when you stepped outside this morning?
It felt great. It felt glorious compared to what we've been through. But you all told us, Taylor, Caesar, you too, that this day would come.
Oh, it's amazing. I know it's here. It's like windows down kind of weather.
Yes.
It feels so refreshing, right? I could also kind of open up the windows and turn off the AC for once, kind of air out the house. Today's going to be a fantastic day for outdoor plans. So hopefully you're enjoying the nice weather. We'll have maybe a couple of clouds roll through by the later periods of the afternoon through this evening. Otherwise, we'll keep things dry with low humidity today. It looks like we're going to have some nice weather sticking around for the upcoming weekend as well. Caesar?
Thank you, Taylor. So far right now, taking a look here at traffic for your Friday morning commute. Not necessarily too bad out there, but we do have, of course, the one issue still going on, right? It's the inner loop here, the through lanes for the Woodrow Wilson Bridge. Of course, we're still seeing that there's a crash on the bridge span. Left lane and shoulder are blocked. You can see that delays from Branch Avenue are at about 34 minutes for us this morning. I'll send it back over to you.
All right, Caesar, thank you. Our top story here at 6, the driver charged in a deadly I-95 bus crash in Stafford County could get out of jail soon.
Jing Shang-dong has another bond hearing this morning in Stafford County. That's where Melanie Almack joins us live from this morning from the courthouse. Good morning, Melanie.
Good morning, and there are a couple of hurdles here for the defense. The first is convincing a district court judge to set bond after a circuit court judge did the same earlier this week. And the next would be trying to find a place here in Virginia for Jing Shang-dong to live until his trial. Wednesday, Jing Shang-dong appeared in circuit court here in Stafford County for a bond hearing on 3 counts of involuntary manslaughter. He's been in custody since the May 29 crash that killed 5 people and injured more than 40 others. After an hour-long hearing, the judge granted $25,000 bond. Dong must surrender his U.S. and Chinese passports, driver's licenses, and must remain on house arrest in Virginia. His home is in New York. Dong is still in custody for 2 remaining involuntary manslaughter charges. His attorney says there is more to come once the prosecution turns over its evidence to support the charges.
They're going to get me discovery much sooner than that, which is good because I need that discovery to then talk to witnesses, line up experts, whatever I need to do. There's going to be the ME, the medical examiner's report, and then there's a toxicology report on that. And that comes in. It's slow.
Police say Dong failed to slow down for a work zone on southbound I-95 in Stafford County and slammed into multiple vehicles. Prosecutors also brought up prior speeding charges. The defense says Dong was not speeding that morning or on his phone prior to the crash, and that Dong feels great remorse for the lives lost that day. The NTSB is also investigating the crash. The bond hearing is at 8:30 this morning, and of course we'll be following all of the developments. The trial is scheduled for October 6th.
Thank you, Melanie. A Fox 5 News alert happening overnight. Sweeping new tariffs against dozens of countries have taken effect. The Trump administration now imposing a tax of up to 12.5% on imports from 60 countries that it says have been lax about banning forced labor. These new penalties cover 99% of all U.S. imports. This all comes after the Supreme Court struck down previous tariffs by the president in February.
Now to the latest in the Middle East conflict. Bahrain activated its sirens early this morning, warning residents to shelter from detected fire. It comes just hours after the U.S. military said it had wrapped up a 13th night of strikes against Iran. The Gulf states have endured frequent fire over the past week as the U.S. and Iran exchange escalating strikes. Meantime, the Houthis threatened to shut down another key trade route with the world economy. The Bab el-Mandeb Strait in the Arabian Peninsula transports about 12% of the world's trade.
Back on Capitol Hill, the House has passed another war powers resolution to stop the president's military action in Iran. It passed 214 to 208. 4 Republicans joined Democrats in this vote. The resolution is mostly symbolic, but it does signal the GOP's growing disapproval of the war. The Senate narrowly rejected a similar resolution.
It is 6:05 on your Friday morning. This beautiful view from Frederick, Maryland. And here's a PSA. If you do not have outdoor plans, find some. And you can start with a zip trip this morning in Culpeper.
Exactly. It's a fantastic morning there. Beautiful sunrise that's happening currently, and it just feels so refreshing outside. That's mainly due to the drop in humidity behind a cold front, and it's going to stick around for not only today, but also the upcoming weekend as well. 66 degrees. That's what we're currently at right now in downtown D.C. You can see a nice sunrise from our camera right there behind that. And we have some 50s popping up with our temperatures. I do think closer to Culpeper, 57 degrees there. If you're heading to our zip trip, you maybe even need a sweatshirt. 50s anywhere outside of the city, too. So, again, enjoy the refreshing start, especially the nice break we're getting here in the month of July. Live look at radar. Again, not going to see a whole lot to talk about for today or really the extended future. Most of the showers and storms will hold south over the Carolinas for at least the next 24 to 48 hours. Plenty of sunshine to start out. We'll mix in a couple of clouds later on, get into the low 80s around noon, mid 80s by 5 o'clock. You can also go ahead and download our Fox Local app by scanning the QR code on your screen. That will take you to the latest news and weather updates, everything you need to know. All right, now let's head over to the Fox 5 Fan Club this morning, 6:06 with your time. And who we have this morning? Victoria from Lorton. Hashtag is really enjoying cooler weather. Love it. My dog is enjoying it too. And I love his name, Hashtag. What an awesome name. Hopefully you can enjoy the weekend too. It's going to be fantastic out there. All right, we have Diane from Washington. Happy 60th birthday to me. Big one. That's huge. 60th birthday. Big happy birthday to Diane. Caesar?
Thank you, Taylor. So we're still going to continue talking about the inner loop through lane here on the Woodrow Wilson Bridge, right? There's the crash on the bridge span at the moment, and you can see the left lane and shoulder are blocked. So delays from Branch Avenue are ranging around 37 minutes at the moment. You can see, of course, they're still working on that situation over there. Then the outer loop here over by Morningside, late lift construction between Allentown Road and Ritchie Marlborough Road. It's in the clearing stages. You can see it's pretty much almost done, and delays from around Branch Avenue are only around 8 minutes for us so far this morning. And now just looking at the BW Parkway, smooth sailing there in the north and southbound direction. Marissa?
All right, Caesar, thank you. At 6:07, a Fairfax community is mourning the loss of a 9-year-old boy struck and killed riding an electric scooter. This all happened last night in Herndon. Police say the boy was hit by a minivan in a parking lot near Madden Court and Highland Mews Court. Authorities say he was not wearing a helmet. We're told the driver of the minivan was trying to make a turn near her home when they collided. Police say she stayed at the scene.
This is a very tragic incident for everyone in this neighborhood and for everyone involved.
I only seen them getting objects out under her car. I don't know what objects it was, but I also seen them assessing the child at the scene.
Police say this is a tragic reminder of the importance of wearing a helmet while riding scooters or bicycles.
And we have an update on this video of a truck crashing into a home in Sterling on Wednesday. ICE now confirming its agents were involved in this chase in Loudoun County. Homeland Security says agents were trying to stop the driver when 2 people bailed out of the moving truck and it crashed into this home on Sherwood Court. No one was hurt, but it's still not clear if any of the people in that truck are now in custody.
Protests erupting in Wisconsin last night over the death of a homeless man fatally shot by police Wednesday. 38-year-old Corey Darrell Ruiz was shot and killed on the street. He's alleged to have wounded an officer with a knife while resisting arrest. A bystander captured his death on video, leading to calls for more accountability from law enforcement. This is video from that vigil that was held in his memory last night. The identity of the officer who fired the gun that killed Ruiz has not yet been released by police.
Well, today, the FDA's advisory panel will meet for the second day to discuss the controversial use of peptides after voting in favor of 4 out of 7 popular peptides against FDA recommendations. Peptides are the building blocks of complex proteins. They can be turned into drugs like insulin or GLP-1s that trigger hormones for growth and metabolism. Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has touted the benefits of peptides. The White House now pushing the FDA to approve them, but the FDA says there isn't enough testing on synthetic peptides.
I gave myself an injection this morning. I believe in it.
Many of my patients are already using these drugs.
We don't know if they really work as they're claimed, and most importantly is if they're safe for consumption by humans.
The FDA will review votes from the panel and public comments before making a decision on whether to ease access to peptides.
It is 6:10 on your Friday morning. More pushback against new power lines, this time in Prince William County, what opponents of the plan say needs to happen in order to reach a compromise.
And an attempted jewelry store heist, short-lived though. We're hearing from the business owner who says police acted quickly to stop these thieves in their tracks. And as we head to break, here's the view from Ocean City, Maryland on this Friday morning. What a lovely start to the weekend there in Ocean City. We'll be right back.